Hey everybody, welcome back to another tutorial for importing virtual objects into RealFlight. Today we are going to go over the exporting process from 3ds Max and talk about a couple things you need to do to make sure that RealFlight or the converting process to the KEX file will go smoothly. This tutorial is directly following the tutorial for making a collision mesh. So if you haven't seen that one is also uploaded and is also a good thing to do. So uh, this is pretty much your object's ready to go, and it's the way it's the way it's looking now. You have the textures all right. You have the collision mesh in there. So pretty much the only thing left you need to do is export it. Well, there's one more thing though that you need to do before you export it as a 3ds file, and that's make sure that the texture files are the correct format. So when you export a 3ds file from Max, 3ds Max, it is going to be looking for a specific diffuse map, um, and that diffuse map needs to be a TGA file for the importing process into KEX, or importing process into RealFlight to work with the KEX. So you can make a 3ds file that's, let's say it has a JPEG like this one currently does. I can go in here to the material editor and select my bitmap that I have mapped here, and it is a JPEG as we can see up here. Now this JPEG it'll export fine, it'll convert fine as well in the KEX 3ds to KEX converter, but it will not import correctly into RealFlight. It'll say file not found or not applicable, or not can't use that file type. So the process is really simple though to fix this. All we need to do is change this bitmap to the same one in a TGA. So the first step to do is convert this JPEG into a TGA. So what I've done here, I use GIMP, um, and this is the file that's opened as the TGA. And pretty much all you need to do is select File, Export As, and this window pops up. And we're going to select the desktop, and see we have our JPEGs mapped there. We're going to go down here into TGA. There it is. Change your extension here, TGA, export. This is all fine. The settings are all fine. They work. Okay, so now you have an export. So now what you're going to do, or you have a TGA file. You're going to delete the diffuse color. Now they can have anything else here, but the diffuse color is the one that needs to be a TGA. That's the one that RealFlight looks for. We're going to delete that. We're going to come over here to the material map browser on the left. I'm going to double click on bitmap. I'm going to go to the desktop and find this TGA file that we just exported. I'm going to click open. I'm going to drag it back up here and connect the dots. And that's it. That's all you got to do. So it's really simple for doing that. So now and the export process is even simpler. You come up here to export. Well, you want to save it first, okay, to make sure that you get this locked in. Click export. We're going to export it to our desktop. Now you're going to change the file type down here to 3ds. You're going to name it pretty much whatever you want, but keeping it 8 characters or less is more of a general convention, but you don't have to. You can name it whatever you want for the converting process. So let's just name it Teletower and save. Yes, we do want to preserve the textures. Now, here's a big cool thing you'll notice. Make sure you pay attention to this warning. The bitmap files has been exported as telecom.tga. So the exported 3ds file is now looking for a TGA file that's named this. This is the name that you'll have to change it to whenever you go to run the 3ds to KEX converter. So make sure you know that name. It's pretty much just the first 8 characters of the original texture file name anyways, and just with the TGA extension. But you'll need that file in the same directory when you import it into KEX. Other than that, that's it. In our desktop, we can see that we now have the 3ds file here. And so this 3ds file and this TGA are what you're going to need to do. Now this one, you're going to need to rename it. So just an example, we just need to rename it to the first 8 letters. And that's how you do that. So now these are then ready to be converted into KEX and then into real flight. So stay tuned for the other tutorials and the rest of the process for how to finish this off. But thanks for watching today, and talk to you later, guys.